Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, it's Friday as I'm filming this, and the end of the season, aka Black Monday, is on Monday this week. No shit, right? But after on Black Monday, usually a bunch of head coaches get fired and GMs. So today, we're gonna, rank these head coaches of if they're gonna get fired after week 18, the seat's hot, the mild, the cool, or they're just not gonna leave at all. And honestly, there's gonna be some coaches on a hot seat. It might get fired after week 18. So yeah, I probably should change this to after week 18. Should I? I'll do that quickly. Alright, after that's done, let's get two coaches out of the way who's already fired. We got Brian Callahan, who got fired in week 5 again with the Titans. The Titans and Brian Callahan was a bad coach anyway, so he should have gotten fired, and I'm happy he is fired. And then Brian Daboll, which I think he wasn't a bad coach. I mean, he is one of the better coaches. Still got fired because the Giants are dysfunctional and they'll just lose a lot of games. So it makes sense. So after having two of these head coaches getting fired mid-season, let's go through every single head coach on this little plate, like this stuff. Let's just hop into this video, shall we? Starting with Jonathan Gannon, and he is getting fired right after week 18. I thought this guy was an offensive-minded head coach. He kind of looks like it, but no, he's a defensive-minded head coach. Mind you, the Cardinals give up a shitload of points, and the reason why they keep losing games is because of defense. Plus, Jonathan Gannon's not a good coach at all. He's kind of like Brian Callahan. He just doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So yeah, he's gone after week 18. There's no doubt about it. Raheem Morris. Alright, so if you asked me before the Los Angeles Rams game, he's gone. We'll get rid of him. But now this is the thing. Like, there's a lot of coaches that can get decided by week 18. That's why we were doing it a little too early. Bad, but I think his seat's hot. I think his performance with Kirk Cousins, and the Falcons, they've been doing a little bit better recently, and I feel like he might get, knowing the Falcons, he might get another opportunity. But if he gets fired after week 18, I wouldn't be surprised at all. But for now, he's on the hot seat. John Harbaugh, this is also a big question mark, as if the Ravens lose, he's definitely on the hot seat, or maybe even fired. I don't think he's gonna get fired though. I think he's on the hot seat. If the Ravens do lose to the Steelers, but if they win, then he's on the mild seat. Right now, he's on the mild. He's okay, but I don't think he's getting fired anytime soon. So yeah, we're gonna leave him in the mild seat for now. Sean McDermott, it's kind of like John Harbaugh. He's kind of on the warm seat, like the mild seat. Like, he's okay. He's just not. He's not gonna get fired, but his playoff success has been very low, and his defense has been very bad. And the reason why he's so good is because of James Cook carrying this whole offense. And if it wasn't for James Cook, then I think he would definitely be gone now. But because the Bills' defense is kind of dog shit, so yeah, he's gonna be on the mild seat. He's definitely. I don't think he's gonna get fired because he did kind of made the Buffalo Bills, as they are right now, just a playoff contender. But I mean, I think at one point enough is enough, and they're gonna get rid of Sean McDermott. Dave Canales is on a cool seat. I don't know about him getting I don't know about him being on the not leaving list. He can definitely get fired, but not right now. Not this year. As if he does win the division, then I think he's gonna be locked up for a bit. But for now, he is gonna definitely be a good coach for the Carolina Panthers. He fixed Bryce Young. This Panthers team been doing very well. If the Panthers didn't have an underwhelming season again, I could see them in the hot seat and then getting fired next year. But because how the Panthers been up and down all year, I'm gonna put him in the cool seat. Obviously, wins the division, then he can definitely stay as a head coach for the Carolina Panthers. But for now, he's gonna be on the cool seat. Ben Johnson, he's not leaving. This guy fixed the Chicago Bears completely. Fixed Caleb Williams. His team was so good this year. He ain't leaving anytime soon. He's definitely staying with Chicago. Zach Taylor. Now, we all know he's not getting fired. Alright. If I didn't know he was gonna get fired, I would definitely think he's gonna get fired. But the Bengals said that he's gonna return next year most likely. And plus his contract's not due to 2027, and the Bengals don't like to do that. So, they're just gonna keep him, but he's definitely on the hot seat. He can definitely get fired next offseason. And it was an underwhelming season for the Cincinnati Bengals, as they just couldn't succeed without Joe Burrow this year, and it makes sense. But for now, I'm gonna have Zach Taylor in the hot seat. Kevin Stefanski, yeah, I think he's gonna get fired after week 18, man. He's not that, like, it's not his fault, it's the Browns being dysfunctional, but at the same time, the Browns could have won at least 5, maybe 6 games if Kevin Stefanski made the right calls for Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders, like, they could have beaten the Titans, Kevin Stefanski should have got fired after the Titans game, but he didn't. So, I'm going to definitely have him fired after week 18. He should be fired, but if he's not, I wouldn't be surprised, because he is the reason why the Browns made it to the playoffs twice, and won a playoff game. But if he does get fired, I'm not surprised how bad he was coaching this year. So, yeah. Now we got Brian Schottenheimer, and he's on the cool seat. I mean, he's okay. His Cowboys went mid, like 8 and, well, they might go 8-1, or maybe 7-9-1. But the Cowboys, they didn't have a defense, but their offense was very good. Okay, their offense was very good, and this is why Schottenheimer is definitely gonna stay with the Cowboys. He had a very good season. Now, if he did have a pretty underwhelming season, definitely in the mild seat. Usually Jerry Jones likes to, like, let their contracts expire before they go on and make new coaching hirements. So for now, I'm gonna have Brian Schottenheimer in the cool seat. Then we got Sean Payton. He ain't leaving, man. This guy's gonna lock up the first seed. This man coached a very good Broncos team. Problem is, he's an offensive-minded head coach, and he should get this offense going, and not being a slack off. Because obviously, if he continues, like, if the Broncos continue to slack off in offense, they're definitely gonna lose games. As a lot of these playoff teams are pretty much elite, except for the Patriots and Bills, and Steelers. But other than that, yeah. If Sean Payton can get that offense going, then I can definitely see the Broncos going far in the playoffs this year. Dan Campbell, he's on the cool seat now. He's definitely not he could be on not leaving, but I mean, the problem is that his team is 8-8, probably going to go 8-9, and it's just, yeah, it's not looking good in Detroit. Obviously the cap space fucked, but hopefully they can get a new coordinator so Dan Campbell can continue having his job, because if this continues, this trend continues, like, being bad, then obviously Dan Campbell's gonna get fired. And obviously Dan Campbell's a good coach, and I don't think he's gonna get fired. So I'm gonna keep on the cool seat. Matt LaFleur, I'm gonna put him in the cool seat. I think his Packers kind of performed a bit this year, most likely going 9-7-1, maybe 10-6-1. And I mean, that's kind of underperforming, consider that the Packers have a elite offense. They got Micah Parsons. It was just inconsistency and injuries that kind of messed up this Packers team. And a lot of Packers fans kind of want LaFleur to leave, which honestly I don't think. LaFleur's a very good coach, so he should definitely be on the cool seat. So yeah, he's going to be on the cool seat. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be leaving yet. So yeah, D'Amico Ryans, yeah, not leaving. His defense is elite, man. This guy's running like one of the best defenses in the NFL. The Texans are 11-5. They're going to make the playoffs for the 3rd consecutive year. If this was a bad year for the Texans, definitely here, maybe here, but at the same time, it was mostly the offense that was making the Texans underperform. The defense was just elite all year round. So either way, I know maybe if the Texans underperformed, maybe D'Amico Ryans' seat would have got harder, but I think he will definitely stay as the Houston Texans head coach. Shane Steichen, I'm gonna put him in the cool seat. Maybe mild, actually. Yeah, man. His team's about to go 8-9 again. And it was kind of an underperforming season. Now it's obviously not his fault. Actually, he started off the year hot seat, and then he went all the way down here, and then I'm going to put him in the cool, actually. Yeah, no, fuck it. he's going to be in the cool seat. He's not gonna go anywhere. But it's just because the Colts underperformed again because of Daniel Jones. They should have won a couple of games with Phillip Rivers, but at the same time, that schedule was so bad. And yeah, Colts been a disaster since going 8-2. So yeah, it's the biggest collapse in NFL history. But I don't think the Colts are not letting go Shane Steichen. By the way, too, Shane Steichen works well with quarterbacks. Like, they worked well with Gardner Minshew, Daniel Jones, Joe Flacco. I don't want to say Anthony Richardson, but he's just straight up ass. He's kind of like J.J. McCarthy, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely put Shane Steichen in the cool seat. Liam Cohen, he's staying. He ain't leaving. This guy's elite. Flipped over a whole Jaguars team, stunning. What, the Jaguars were like had full wins last year, and then this year he just fixed this whole team, and then he ain't leaving. Andy Reid. Okay. Yeah. The only way this guy's leaving is if he gets fired. If he retires, he ain't getting fired. I'm gonna put him in a cool seat though. This Chiefs team definitely underperformed, especially with Patrick Mahomes too. I feel like Mahomes was starting. I think the Chiefs will still have a losing season. It was a disappointing season from the Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid got fixed that offense. But either way, it was still a bad season, but I don't think Andy Reid's not leaving anywhere unless the Chiefs have another bad season. Then at this point, he either has to go, or he has to retire, or someone's going to fire him, which seems kind of wrong, even though he could, made this whole, dynasty thing. Pete Carroll's out. Oh, okay, Pete Carroll's out. He's gone, man. He's a one-and-done coach. He's out for... this team's going to go... These Raiders are going to go 2-15. Those rumors about him not getting fired, but I think they should get rid of him. They got... bring a young offensive coach, an offensive-minded head coach, and pair him up with Fernando Mendoza, and this Raiders team can potentially win at least 6 games. I mean, if that happens, that could happen. That could happen. We saw with Kellen Moore and Tyler Shuck, this duo got 6 wins, might be 7 soon. So I think they should get rid of Pete Carroll, get a young, a nice young offensive-minded head coach to pair up with the new quarterback, most likely for Fernando Mendoza, and the Raiders can do something. So yeah, definitely get rid of Pete Carroll. Sucks for him, and it definitely did not help his legacy out, but it is what it is. The Raiders underperformed, badly. Jim Harbaugh, he's definitely not leaving. He fixed around the Chargers, and overall the Chargers are a consecutive playoff team with him. I think they're going to continue to choke though, because they got Justin Herbert, and he cannot come up on the big games. If he did have a better quarterback, then yeah, he can definitely be better, but Justin Herbert cannot come up clutch, and he can't do anything. So yeah, he's kind of the reason why the Chargers always underperform in the playoffs. So yeah, John Harbaugh's not leaving. Sean McVay, he ain't leaving, man. This guy's probably gonna be coaching for life. This guy's super elite. It's just consecutive playoffs. Matthew Stafford's going off. This whole team's going off. Overall, good season from Sean McVay. He's definitely not leaving. Mike McDaniel. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about Mike McDaniel. This is a question mark, man. Those rumors about him staying, there's definitely rumors that he's definitely gonna go bye-byes. As a Dolphins fan, do I want McDaniel to be gone? No, I don't. But this is on the GM, but I think he's still in a hot seat. I don't think he's gonna get fired yet, but I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if Mike McDaniel gets fired. If he doesn't, it's not a big deal. But if he does, it just probably also depends on the Patriots game. If he does terrible with the Patriots game, his ass is out the door in Week 18. And if he does okay, maybe wins the game against the Patriots, then yeah, he's definitely on the hot seat still. If the Dolphins underperform next year, I think the Dolphins just complete downfall is because of Tua's regression with his concussions, plus Chris Creel's dumbass not knowing how to build a team. I feel like if the new GM comes in and maybe pairs up with Mike McDaniel, this team can do better. And I think that's what I want, is just get rid of Chris Creel. He's gone. Now get a new GM, build a team, see what Mike McDaniel can do, and if we have another like terrible start, get his ass off the team. And they gotta find a new quarterback. I don't think Tua's. Well, I mean Tua might be him, but he definitely underperformed. Kevin O'Connell, he's on the pool seat. I mean, actually no, he's not leaving. I mean, this guy is gonna go 9-8, maybe 8-9 with JJ McCarthy, Max Bosmo, and fucking Carson Wentz. Seriously? Like, this should have been like a 4-win team at best, and somehow, yeah, the defense has been super elite. Kevin O'Connell's been a very good coach. He's definitely not leaving anytime soon. Mike Vrabel, sadly, is not leaving. He fixed this Patriots team. I think it's just a fluke too. Is that I think this whole thing was a fluke, as this was an easy schedule, and yeah, it was stupid for the Titans to get rid of him, but it is what it is, and the Patriots are kind of back. But I don't think they're gonna be fully back, because next year they're gonna get a first place schedule. They're gonna suck again, and it's gonna be fun to watch. Kellen Moore, he's not leaving. I mean, this guy was supposed to win 3 games with the Saints at most, and then they turned out having 6, maybe 7 wins at the end of the season. Overall, it was a very good, I would say it was a very good, successful season from Kellen Moore, and he's definitely gonna stay as the New Orleans Saints, coach. Aaron Glenn, yeah, I don't know, man. I think he's gone after week 18. I think he's a one-and-done coach. If he doesn't have a single, like, this guy played cornerback for the Jets at one point, and then his team hasn't even got a fucking interception yet. His defense has been horrendous. I know in Robert Saleh's first season with the Jets, it wasn't good either, but I think the Jets, because they're stupid and they're just gonna let go anyone, I think they'll just let go Aaron Glenn. But I feel like Aaron Glenn could be the next Dan Campbell, I feel like, too. Just Dan Campbell had a terrible first season, and he was a former player, and then he had a shitty season, and he kind of bounced back, and I mean, that could happen, but it's just how bad Aaron Glenn's defense was, and how bad the Jets were this season. I don't think he's gonna stay. I think he's gonna leave. Nick Sirianni, he's not leaving. He won the Super Bowl with the Eagles. The Eagles did kind of underperform this season, but he still did good. He's definitely not leaving. Mike Tomlin, I think he's going to be on the mild seat. If the Steelers lose, he's definitely not getting fired. I don't think the Steelers will fire coaches. I think they have to step down at this point, because it's the Steelers, but he could definitely be on the hot seat. But for now, he's on the mild seat. His standard's 9-8. I don't think the Steelers ain't letting him go. I know how much the fans desperately want to get rid of him, but I don't think he's gonna go anywhere. Kyle Shanahan, he ain't leaving. He is one of the best coaches in the NFL. He is not leaving at all. Mike Macdonald, his defense is phenomenal in the Seattle Seahawks. He ain't leaving anytime soon. Todd Bowles. Alright, this is going to be a difficult one, because if the Buccaneers make the playoffs, he's on the mild seat. If they miss the playoffs, and the Panthers beat them, bye. He's gone. He's gone, Sue'sboro. He ain't coming back. So what do I think? I think, for now, I'm going to go in the middle. He's on the hot seat. But I could see him getting fired if they lose to the Panthers. Because, I mean, this team should have at least won 9 games, and I think just the underperforming defense, too, the defense was so bad that, yeah, he's gonna get fired. But for now, I'm gonna have him in the hot seat. And then Dan Quinn, he's on the mild seat. His team underperformed a lot, but it's not his fault, it's the injuries and everything going on. So yeah, by the end of the day, it looks like we're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coaching hirements, potentially 8 and 9 coaching, because I could see these 2 getting fired, but I'm not sure. Honestly, some of these coaches come to week 18. If they underperform, they'll definitely get they're gonna get booted off the team. Like Todd Bowles, Mike McDaniel can come down with these 2 guys. Overall, it's a big question mark, but I think my final format, I'm gonna have 6 head coaches getting fired. Well, 4 head coaches getting fired after week 18. And yeah, that's going to wrap up my video. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.